Hello friends and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to explain you the complete process of patent filing along with the documents and the timelines. So what are the documents required? What are the timelines? What are all the stages of a patent filing process in India? This video is specially meant for those innovators, inventors and innovative technical companies who keep on doing R&D or they have come up with some technical solution to a technical problem which involves some technical advancements. So to get an ownership over those technical advancements, it's always important to apply for a patent and get that registered. Patents provide you legal ownership over the technical works, over the technical ideas that you innovate for another 20 years, for the next 20 years. And with this ownership, you can stop others from misusing your invention without your consent. So they cannot sell, they cannot import, they cannot make, they cannot use the invention without your approval. A big monopoly to help you commercialize your invention for the next 20 years, which is a big span of time and within which almost all the inventions become obsolete. So let's understand the process of patent filing in India. For patent filing, which is utility patent, which is for the technical advancements, majorly there is one invention disclosure form that is usually got filled up by the inventors. If you ask any patent agent or patent attorney, they will usually provide you a form which is called invention disclosure form. Like we provide a form, it comprises of a list of 10 to 12 questions. Through those questions, when inventors ask those questions, we usually get the invention's detail. So details like what was the background that you searched on and what was the problem you found and how you derived the solution, what was the working construction behind it, what are the alternative ways which a competitor can use to copy it, what were the results you found, a title which you find as really applicable to this kind of an invention. Applicant details, who is going to be the owner along with their addresses, and inventor who is going to be the inventor along with their addresses. Such kind of 9 to 10 to 11 questions are there in that invention disclosure form to retrieve the details of your invention. So other way of saying the same thing is details of the invention are required. Could be in the way of any write-up or could be a filled invention disclosure form if the inventor has not prepared any write-up or doesn't know how to prepare it or how to write that down, then we help in that. So number one document required is the filled invention disclosure form or disclosure of your invention in other words. Another thing is if you file on your own name as an individual, then there is no such requirement. But if you file as a company, then obviously an MSME certificate is required if you want to have some discounts on the government fees. So MSME certificate or startup certificate, these two certificates are required from those who fall within the criteria of MSMEs or startups so that they can avail the discounts on government fees if they file on the name of a company. Other than this, there is a power of attorney. If you file through some agents or attorneys or law firms, then they always provide a form which is an authorization form, power of attorney, which is needed, signed from your side to authorize them to work on your behalf. So these are the three major requirements that are required to initiate the work of patent preparation and filing and submission at Indian Patent Office. Fine. Having informed you about the documents required, the next thing is to understand the process of patent filing in India. Let me make it very easy to understand. See, patent filing is a 3-stage process, wherein 2 of the stages are really mandatory, always done, but the stage 1 is optional but always recommended. So what is the stage 1? See, stage 1 is having a patentability search done, getting a patentability searching done. So stage number 1 is patentability searching. Stage number 2 is patent preparation and filing, and stage number 3 is patent examination followed by the decision, grant decision. So this is a 3-stage process where in the first stage of getting a patentability searching done is always and always recommended. I'll explain you why, but it is optional because it is not a mandatory step which is asked by patent office, but it is usually asked and recommended because ultimately when a patent application is filed, it will be examined by the patent office in the later stages. They will be trying to find find out the prior arts which are related similar to your invention which you have filed patent on, and at that point of time when they come up with very same or kind of similar inventions, the payments or the costs that you will incur at the time of responding back to those objections are going to be much higher if you don't be skeptical and do that patentability analysis, get that patentability analysis done at the very outset. So that's why it's an important step which is always recommended because of 3-4 different reasons. And this reason is, number one, not just for the patentability analysis, which is yes, it is required for that. So it is required for patentability analysis, and it determines if your invention is new and not already patented, and is it really eligible as a patent as per Indian Patent Act, which has so many 3 and 4 different sections, which provide a list of inventions which are not patentable in India. Along with that, eligibility criteria like novelty, inventive step, and industrial applicability. Does your invention really follow them? So it provides you a complete analysis of novelty of your invention, but it's not the ultimate decision, not just the only decision it provides. It also helps you in identification of your inventive step. So it helps you pinpoint the inventive step, which is crucial to prepare the very refined and proper claims of your invention, proper legal boundaries of your invention. So if there is a step 1 to 5 already done in the prior art, then this is a step number 6 and step number 7 which you have done. So to identify what are those step numbers which are novel in your invention, and we are going to highlight those in the claims of the patent invention so that the objections are minimized and the chances of getting it granted in the later stages are increased. And so for all these things, we require a proper patentability search to be done. Also, it helps in, evaluate the prior art and, prepare a comprehensive strategy towards, how we are going to position your technology in the patent draft, how we are going to give a story, give a positioning to your technology in the patent draft is something which is ideated through a patentability search report. Other than this, it minimizes the risks of infringing existing patents, and also it provides insights into the commercial viability of your invention. These are some more additional benefits of a patentability searching report. That is why it's always recommended, because it gives you a complete strategy how you are going to proceed towards your patent filing process, how we are going to prepare the claims, how we are going to strategize the things, and being skeptical so that the later stage objections are reduced as much as possible. So this is the beauty of a patentability searching, which is step number 1. Stage number 1 is of 1 to 2 weeks, approximately 15 days it takes. And then we get a complete patentability search report. Once that report is analyzed, then we come to stage 2. Stage 2 is a very important stage in a patent filing process, which is patent preparation and submission. See, we prepare the patent application. It includes different sections like abstract, summary, background, brief description of drawings, detailed description of drawings, and most important section is claims, then drawing sheets, then so many forms, form number 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, 26, 28, and so many evidences of form 28. So likewise, there are so many forms that are prepared. It usually takes approximately 1 month or so. 2 to 4 weeks is the timeline to do all this, which is done in communication with the inventor who has done this invention. So back and forth, there is a communication on emails, on WhatsApp, or on calls, or Google Meet, that okay, this is how you have done, this is how we are going to prepare. It is given to the inventor for a review, then an approval or some revisions if it is required. Forms are required to be signed by the inventor at proper places, and Form 26 is prepared, which is form of authorization, needs to be annexed with the stamp paper and signed and notarized, and then is the complete process of patent preparation is done, which is followed by patent filing, online patent filing, which is done along with the government fees. So it reminds me of 2 special forms which are important to decide the timeline of the complete patent filing process of your, innovation. See, there is a mandatory government fees of patent filing, which is 1,600 in case of individuals and MSMEs. In case of large entities, it is 5 times higher. But then there are 2 special forms which involve some government fees, which are early publication form and expedited examination form. So examination fees is always required. It is not automatic in India. So you have to pay an examination fees. To put your application in a normal queue of examination, it's just 4,000 rupees government fees. You just pay this if you are MSME or individual. I'm not talking about large entities right now, because every government fee which I'm telling right now will become 5 times if it is applicable for a large entity. But then normal examination fees is 4,000. But if you don't want to put your application in the normal queue of examination, you want to expedite it. Let us say if the normal queue takes 3 to 4 years overall timeline, you want to speed it up and try to, get a decision on it within 2 years. Then there are 2 special forms. Number 1 is early publication form. The beauty of early publication form is it helps you get your patent published within 1 month, which normally gets published on completion of 18 months. So it almost gets 1/18 approximately. Your patent is published within 1 month. So it's everyone knows now, it's in the public domain. Number 1 is this. It's very important to get your invention into the public domain if you want to make it visible that we are the ones who have got it filed as a patent. We are going to get the patent, and this is what is done by us. So everyone should be aware of that. Another thing is, once the patent application is published, then only it comes under the queue of examination. Then only the examination process starts. So until and unless your patent application is published, the examination process will not start. So if early publication form is not submitted, normally it will take 18 months. For the 18 months is just in the set of those applications who are going to be published in another 18 months. So the complete process is delayed by 18 months. Getting my point? So when the patent application is published within 1 month, it comes into the queue of examination. Now, when we talk about examination, expedited examination requests cost you 8,000, and early publication request is of 2,500. So this expedited examination request, which is of 8,000, helps you almost half the timeline, because now your patent application is in the queue of priority applications. Okay, not everyone can be eligible for filing expedited examination requests. Normally the startups, small entities, individuals, group of individuals with at least one of them as a women applicant, or some government organization, or those who file under some international treaty or government funded or government financed institutions, all these come under the eligibility criteria of being able to file the expedited examination request. So fine. So with this application, then you again speed up the patent filing process in India, and there is a chance that you can get the examination report of your patent filing stage 3. I'm talking about stage 3 in another 3 to 6 months, and then you can start responding back to it. So it speeds up. It speeds up the complete process. So this is about stage 2. We get the patent prepared and applied, and based on the types of forms, now it's decided that what will be the complete timeline of the stage 3, which is patent examination followed by the decision of grant. So in this stage, in stage 3, what happens is within a couple of months, you get examination report. Based on that examination report, you have to prepare the response, comprehensive detailed response, which includes some arguments or amendments based on the objections raised by the examiner, which could be technical, could be formal. Also, there is a list of examination objections, and proper document of response is prepared. Usually patent agents or attorneys prepare that for an inventor, because we understand the patent laws and we know how to do that to get it granted, and how we have to strategically respond back to those objections and do the relevant amendments also, so that the patent office is also convinced and the rights and the ownership which an inventor desires for are also not compromised. So it's a balance we maintain. Accordingly, the patent response to the objections are prepared, which are to be filed within next 6 months of receiving the examination report. Once that is done, after a few months, you receive either a decision on the patent, or hearing opportunity could be provided to you if the examiner is still not convinced. So hearing stage comes in the examination stage only If the examiner is not yet convinced and he wants to have an online or offline meeting with the agent or attorney along with or without the inventor, it's as per our preference. So they want to have a communication and they want to discuss the objections which are not yet resolved through the examination report and need to be discussed, and some amendments are yet to be made if they feel like that. And this is all done during the hearing stage. And once that is done, this is always followed by a written submissions to whatever discussions are held and whatever amendments or arguments are held, and finding what are the changes or things have been finalized in the form of written submission of hearing within next 15 days of hearing. Getting my point? So examination stage overall includes responding back to objections, hearings, and written submissions to those hearings within 15 days time, which is the deadline provided by the patent office. All this is included in the examination stage, followed by grant decision. So this is about the 3-stage process of patent filing. Yeah, I forgot to tell the timeline. Usually it takes 1 year or so in case of you have filed the expedited examination request and early publication forms for stage 3, or otherwise it could take 2 to 3 years in case your patent application is in the normal queue of applications wherein you have filed normal examination request and not yet filed the early publication request also. So overall the complete patent filing process is a 3-stage process which normally takes 2 to 3 years. Could be, within 2 years also if we have applied through early publication request and expedited examination request. Now, having said that, an inventor is always concerned, I have to wait for 2 to 3 years to get a patent. Oh, please. This needs to be answered because you don't have to worry about that. See, once you apply for a patent application, this is the date you secure, and from this date your rights start. So you don't have to worry about another 2 to 3 years. From this date your rights start. Even if someone has misused your invention or harmed your rights, you can always notify that person. If he stops, that is fine. If he doesn't stop, you can always keep some written proof that you had notified that person and still that person didn't stop and was misusing your invention, which is already applied as a patent with your name before the date he started misusing it. And then once you get the patent granted, once you get a certificate over the invention, then you can always get all the damages released for all the damages and the losses you have incurred within that span of time. So from the back date, you can get all this. You don't have to start the process of getting released from the date you get the certificate in hand. You can get all the release from the back date of filing. You just have to be patient and wait till the certificate is received. And so once you have applied for the patent application, which usually takes just 1 month, and then you are ready to commercialize your application. Do whatever market projects you want to do, commercialization projects you do. You don't have to worry about that at all. So parallelly, the patent process goes on, and parallelly you start your marketing and your commercialization, advertising, and getting public because you've already secured a date. Hope this makes the complete process of patent filing along with the documents and timelines very clear to you. If you have any other questions and you want to inquire for a patent filing process, you can always get in touch with me on the contact number or email ID provided in the link below. Thank you.